Have you ever witnessed something so incredible that you couldn't even believe it yourself? Now imagine that this amazing moment was caught on camera. Would anyone else believe you if you tried to tell them about it? Well, get ready for these clips that will make you question everything you thought you knew. Get ready to be amazed. No one would believe it if these crazy clips were not caught on camera. Really, you see unbelievable things happening in this video. Quickly give this video a like and subscribe to stay up to date on all our gripping stories. Now, let's begin. Spider attack. When a man spotted this little hairy blob almost buried in sand, he thought of it as a rat which was sleeping because of the cold weather. The man poked the creepy creature, but things didn't turn out as he was expecting. Just when the stick touched the hairy animal, lots of spiders crawled out of it, and when later the cameraman tried to touch the creature with its bare hands, a small part of it fell to the ground. Well, these were Daddy's long legs. They are harmless to humans but look scary when we watch them. Coconut crab is the world's most dangerous crab, native to the islands across the Indo-Pacific Ocean. Its name is enough to scare off prey. Okay, not just the name, but the pincers. As the coconut crab has got the deadliest pincers with the same force as a lion's bite, they will hunt down a bird, will break a human bone, and don't even leave their own skin because even it will be their meal once they've shed it. But thankfully, these monsters will not attack people until provoked. Goblin shark. Now this monster is terrifying. Anything that ever ended up in those jaws had the most gruesome death on planet. This is a goblin shark. And what could be uglier than the goblin shark? A dead goblin sharks. This one was caught by the fishermen near the Atlantic Ocean. They informed the marine experts, and they were even baffled because this one was caught right on the surface of the water and was already expired. They are identified from their elongated jaws and are considered a rare sight because they usually live more than 1,500 meters deep in water. Ninja rats, the kangaroo rat, or ninja rat, is a name for little rodents that are commonly found in the desert, hopping away, resembling kangaroos. There is a good risk that these little ninjas will be discovered by snakes when they emerge in search of a meal exactly like this one did. However, the snakes are unaware that their size should not be misinterpreted, as they have enormous legs and an extremely quick reaction time. The kangaroo rats can easily kick the snake out of the path. Therefore, it's not something that snakes can readily or even catch at all. A scary encounter. Somewhere at a beach in China, a man happened to see a weird sponge-like creature. He thought it was dead, or maybe not something living at all, and that's why he went to it and held it in his bare hands. But, well, the creature wasn't dead at all, and that is when we see it moving its hands and legs or whatever that is in a weird way. What can it be? A mutated starfish. Let us know what you guys think. Bundle snakes. India might be known all over the world as a place of beautiful culture and colors. But what a lot of people are unaware of is that it is also a place where you can find some of the strangest and weirdest phenomena ever. For instance, have you seen this clip where we see a man holding a huge bag? And when he opens the bag, to our surprise, there are hundreds of snakes in it. Showing just how crazy he is, he caught them all, sorted them all. And what's more, he was only using his bare hands. Now, that's something I would never have believed unless I saw it with my own eyes. There were just no FS given that day. It was just the man and his many snakes enjoying the sun in the wild. Though we have heard some confirmation that the man was setting those snakes free. The fish zombie. This fish seems to be apparently dead and dried out with no sign of life until someone splashes some water on it. Suddenly, it pops back to life once more. Or was it ever dead in the first place? This sight is a bizarre one. And if someone had told us about something like this without us seeing it, we would never have believed it. Watching it is weird, But you can't deny something you see with your own eyes, can you? This crazy fish is called a succulent catfish. This species of fish has a very special ability that helps it survive up to 20 hours out of the water. So even at first glance, you see a fish that is all scaly and dried up. Don't be too quick to throw it into the pot of soup. You might have one messy situation on your hands. These dried out fish are just waiting for someone to put them back into the water. Top jaw missing, this is the craziest injury an animal could endure. But alligators, being the furious animals as they are, often become the reason for their own misery. The man filmed this alligator in the wilderness of Florida when he spotted that it was missing a big chunk of its upper jaw. And even though the loss of the upper jaw might become a difficulty in trapping the prey, the gator looked surprisingly healthy. Gooseneck Barnacles, what on earth is this alien thing? Turns out this creature is one of the very few parasites that are edible, and even though they don't bite like their relatives and humans can eat them without any difficulty, gooseneck barnacles are of no help to the marine animals. They like to cling to the strong surfaces and therefore often climb on the back of marine animals and can cause them to be buried under their weight of hundreds of pounds, just like this turtle who was literally struggling to take a step further due to its heavily burdened back. Flying dinosaur in the wild? Okay, this one might be a random video from an unidentified source, but it still looks very realistic. So realistic that it managed to make it onto our list. We mean, would you believe it if we told you that there was still a pterosaur lurking in our skies? It's very easy to identify thesaurus, thanks to all the dinosaur movies out there. No one can argue that they are the greatest flying creatures ever. Sadly, they died long before we could witness them in action. It turns out some folks were lucky to catch one on camera while it was in action. Tell us what you think of this clip in the comments. It might be a fake made for publicity purposes, but you can never be too sure. Fish trapped in a jellyfish. The ocean can be a terrifying place, whether you are close to the surface or deep down below. At any moment, you can see something that will scare you for the rest of your life. In this clip, we can see two tiny fish traveling inside a jellyfish. It's almost as if the jellyfish is acting like a bus and transporting these cute little fellas. Now, isn't that jellyfish just a creature to give these fishes a ride? While the fish may not know this jellyfish produces a pretty deadly venom. Little do they know that they need to get out of their hiding spot as fast as possible, or else they might dissolve in there without ever knowing what hit them. Flying mammal. Before I tell you about the animal, just listen to the squeaky sound it's making. It was caught in a small village in Malaysia, and the sound was not the only scary thing this animal could do. While the man was recording the bat-like creature, it started jumping and gliding all over his lawn. But there were more surprises to come, as it was not a bat, but a colugo. Though they act like sugar gliders, they're a bit different from them. And now you know why. Because unlike the sugar gliders, they're quite good at swimming. The fastest turtle. There were times when people used to think that turtles were slow and steady did win the race, but not today. Today, these turtles have learned to be fast, and not just fast, but the fastest. Look at it. If there was a record which I could give, I'd give this one for the fastest turtle on planet Earth. Chinese dragon. When one of the farmers caught an eerie carcass of a giant dragon in its field, it garnered the attention of the locals, as many of them rushed to see the dragon bones, which were, according to the villager, discovered once in a millennium. The skeleton had a long spine, 2 arms, and a large skull, which kind of looked like a cow. But when the video was uploaded, it instantly went viral and therefore started the debate between them, as many claimed it to be a prank, while others believed it to be real. Later, it was confirmed to have been an elaborate prank. A giant anaconda. This clip went viral on the internet when people saw a huge anaconda trying to cross the road in the middle of the day and in the presence of many humans. They were getting down from their cars and trying to stop the approaching vehicles to let the reptile slither wherever it wanted to. This happened in Brazil in 2019, and this snake wasn't something you would get to witness every day trying to cross the road. It was a 4-meter-long one and had to weigh around 𝗊66 easily. Wolffish. You never want to reel in a wolffish. They won't try to get away from you. They are the ones that will come at you, tell you, look how it cuts open. The can filled with drink in just a blink. And not just that, it even tried to bite the fisherman holding it with its sharp teeth coming out of its mouth. The fish is ready to bite anything which comes near it. And by anything, I really do mean anything. Be it a lobster or a mouse, it only takes a single bite for this fish. Free fall. A security camera in northern Mexico captured a strange moment when hundreds of birds fell from the sky and died at the spot. These were yellow-headed blackbirds, and a huge flock of them were headed south. And while some of them recovered from the fall, a huge number of them just did not and could not move. It does look like a free fall or something, but the zookeeper nearby said that these birds were on the run from some predator. My best guess is this is a predator. This is a hawk or a falcon that's coming into the flock. The actual reason for this mass demise remains unknown. A galloping crocodile. Just when I started to think that nature cannot surprise me anymore, videos like this come up and I'm just there wondering what else I have not seen. And about this video, well, people used to think they could outrun crocodiles because they were famous for being strong, but slow at least. But not now, because apparently crocs have learned ways of galloping and hopping like dogs, and they have become faster and stronger. So, beware people. Army of tadpoles. Occasionally, divers get to capture some of the most amazing videos ever. This diver's camera captured the incredible moment when a diver was caught swimming with thousands of tadpoles. At first, he thought he was going for an ordinary swim, but little did he know that he would be accompanied by many little tadpoles during their amphibian life cycle. Soon they will forget how to swim, but it's still fun to watch these little fun lovers skitter through the bottom of the ocean. If you enjoyed this content, please consider liking and subscribing for more crazy clips. Want to see more exciting trail cam footage? Then click on one of the following videos.